An Abilene man is feeling victimized after signing a $77,000 contract for solar panels that were supposed to save him money in the long run. He says that was only the first of many broken promises and hidden fees that have continued to add to his newfound debt.
KTAB's Noah McKinney digs deeper into this issue, speaking with local legal experts and finding similar cases taking place all across the country.
In April of 2022, this Abilene resident received a knock on the door and a smooth sales pitch. Representatives from Lumio Solar promising outstanding energy savings if they could just install some panels.
They just told me that once we get it turned on, you won't have another electric bill.
A laugh in hindsight, because this claim that seemed too good to be true turned out, he says, to be a bold-faced lie.
They don't tell you this up front. When the sun goes down, you're not producing nothing. You got to get electricity from somewhere. So that's where the electric company comes in.
The panels were installed in 2022 but didn't start producing energy until early 2023. During that time, he was already paying on his $77,000 installation loan and covering his monthly electric, a fee he says has not gone away since the panels were switched on.
Now I'm paying the $292 electric bill and $231 solar. I mean, that's over $500 a month when I was averaging $250.
What was supposed to be a money-saving marvel continued to cause unforeseen financial hardship.
My insurance company found out about the solar panels and they dropped me.
He says there was never a mention of a possible insurance increase, his bill there rising from $1,000 to $5,000 a month. When he reached out to the company, they suggested he install additional panels to produce more energy, which the electric company would pay him for, which would require a separate $20,000 installation loan.
It's going to cost me 20 grand for you to help me. How's that helping me? It's one lie after another. I just kind of feel like I'm stuck.
That same feeling expressed by thousands around the country. Dissatisfied Lumio customers taking to Facebook groups, the Better Business Bureau, and dedicated Reddit pages to share their stories of promises unkept and financial ruin.
He probably has a case against them under the Texas Deceptive Trade Practice Act.
Abilene attorney Chad Williams stating that given what we know, Lumio could be in violation of state trade practice.
I don't say it's illegal, but I think they basically made promises that they had no intent of following through with.
An assertion in good legal standing, as the solar panel industry has been under investigation in many states, including Texas, following multiple complaints of deceptive marketing tactics that may violate the Texas Trade Practices Act.
If they ever got a class action lawsuit together, I'd be one of the first ones in the middle of it.
And he wouldn't be the first. A Florida court is still in litigation in the case of Smith v. Lumio HX, in which a woman alleges Lumio responsible for breach of contract and substantial financial loss. This complaint, one of thousands levied against the company, leaving customers feeling severely shortchanged.
Because if they'd have told me everything up front, I never would have done it. Their job is to sell the solar panels, get it done, get the money, and move on to the next victim.
For BigCountryHomepage.com, I'm Noah McKinney.
Thank you, Noah. It is important to note here that this is one of a few solar companies in the Big Country, some of which have had majority positive customer reviews. When in doubt, the Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website can be used to vet companies before signing a contract.